Well, if one location on a tour this week of the South Dakota State Penitentiary highlights officials' concerns about safety and age, it might be one of the aged facility's group showers for dozens of inmates. It caught our attention as well.
KELOLAND News' exclusive look inside the South Dakota State Penitentiary this week has allowed our camera to clearly capture for you the more than 140-year-old prison's condition. And today, Governor Larry Roden spoke about the necessity of creating a new prison to fix those conditions.
We have our backs against the wall. It's a miracle we haven't been sued as a state to this point, and so we're going to get this fixed.
In the second half of his two-part story, KELOLAND's Dan Santella takes a look at what the prison's conditions means for the safety of not only its inmates, but also its staff.
KELOLAND News had the opportunity to go inside and capture video in just a handful of spots selected by the Department of Corrections. Among the stops was this group shower, which the DOC highlights as problematic.
The crumbling of the concrete, the rusting of all of the metal, the ductwork is falling apart and eroding.
But the infrastructure of this 40-head group shower isn't the only possible concern.
There's issues for having staff. There's one way in and one way out. If you have 40 offenders underneath the shower heads and 40 offenders on deck, and you have two staff down there with one stairwell to get out.
DOC Secretary Kelly Wasco says this kind of shower is a relic of the past, and this facility has seen well over a century of history.
You won't see those types of showers being reconstructed in modern facilities today.
This video, along with what we saw when our camera had to be put away, are evidence of this prison's aging condition.
Every human being in here, the safety is our utmost responsibility. So being able to have the right resources for our staff to be successful, to help coach, guide, and mentor inmates to be successful is what we need. And the right physical plant is an absolute necessity in that.
Wasco says the penitentiary was built for 400 inmates, but has had more than 780 this week. Amber Perelia, who is the interim warden here, says that overcrowding has ripple effects.
It impacts movement. It impacts how many people are going through a chow hall. It impacts how many people are in the classrooms and the programming. When you don't have the space to provide enough classes, some people don't get it.
Any prison will best serve the communities surrounding it if its inmates can be rehabilitated and eventually have a chance to positively contribute to society beyond its walls. But Wasco says this penitentiary falls short in helping its inmates look to the future.
There's no treatment space. There's some classroom space that's across the yard, but that's reserved for education, GED. But when you don't have the ability to treat in environments like therapeutic communities, whether it's for substance use disorders or cognitive behavioral therapies, we create an environment that's dark, it's small, it's enclosed, it doesn't promote pro-socialization.
In Sioux Falls, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
Lawmakers in Pierre are considering more than one bill that deals with corrections while they're in Pierre this legislative session. One is House Bill 1025, which would authorize the construction of a new prison in Lincoln County. Another, Senate Bill 124, would set up a task force on incarceration to evaluate prisons, both current and new facilities. And SB 204 seeks to ban the spending of certain money for corrections until that task force on incarceration makes a final recommendation.